It's showtime.
I started this company.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Let's see if we can turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
Devils, come out!
What the hell are you doing, banana hands?
Not so fast, brown boy. We're gonna have some laughs.
Yeah. Ding dongs.
Yeah.
And bing bongs.
Bing bong bing, you know?
Bing bong bing.
Tied up in years because
Bing bong bing. Ding dong bing bong.
Will Siren ever stand up without his sister? And that's a no. Sorry.
Advanced delusionary schizophrenia with involuntary narcissistic rage.
You know he's here, the Legion leader. Think about what you're doing, James. Oh my God! Oh no, James, he's taking his soul.
Well, up you. Whoa. He's never gone.
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
Thought you were gay.
I am gay. Gay for that pussy.
Jamie Lycan Theory 1.
This comes from Lycan Theory, okay? Like and subscribe to Lycan Theory, buy a t-shirt, or suck it. How about that?
And like I said before, Lycan Theory, you're a racist, you're a bigot, and you're a sorry excuse for a Jew.
I need you like I need a motherfucking asshole on my elbow. Right here. An asshole.
And if you think I'm not getting drunk, I bought a whole 4-pack of these.
And you're going down. Down.
Don't
I don't give a fuck what anyone
in
says. You're not my father, you blind Shut your fucking mouth.
You're triggered.
You know what? I am triggered, you bitch. And quit telling people what to do in their goddamn stream.
Could it be Satan?
With a wine glass in one hand and a sword in the other.
What are you telling me, that I can't shoot them? I want to shoot them! Is everybody happy now, huh? Are we all friends again?
This is a party channel. We don't talk about dumb shit here, moron.
So go ahead and party up, bitches. Karma is coming.
There are some other streams going on tonight. I think yours is the best one here, Jamie.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. That is why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babe. I won't do.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to Showtime Lycan. I'll turn my camera on. So how you guys doing? Good? You have a good week? I saw the Backrooms movie today, which is pretty cool. I'll probably talk about that a little later. Everyone having a chill Friday? It's TGIF for some people, right? Thank you so much to Gloria for the $10. Thank you so much for that. I also must thank Patty for the other day for your donation. I didn't get to thank you before I ended my stream on Monday. So I know I think I told you in the comments, thank you, but I just want to make sure I thanked you on a stream as well. You know, guys, I'm very good about that shit. I usually try to thank everyone on a stream when they donate. So thank you for that. I added that to the fun there. Let me play a little clip here.
And if you think I'm not getting drunk, I bought a whole 4-pack of these. And I am getting drunk.
Well, I sure hope Mrs. P is getting drunk because apparently she no longer has to be in jail anymore. I heard that she is not on probation anymore. And I think I heard some rumblings that Noodle, like her, some development happened with her case with Mrs. P, but essentially the turnout is that Mrs. P doesn't have to be in jail anymore and she's not on probation anymore. So that's a positive. That's a win, I would say. Yeah, free Mrs. P. I hope that she's out of jail now. Is she out of jail? Can someone confirm for me that she's out of jail? Because I know that she was out recently. I've seen her around. Yeah, oh, what a relief. You could tell MJ really cares about Mrs. P being in jail. Time served. Okay, yeah, time served. That's a win. I don't know. I heard that Noodle said that she won something. what did she win exactly? I'm just kind of confused about that. She's out before Brooke. Yeah, well, to be fair, Brooke's situation was a little bit more serious, shall we say. It involved minors, children in a near a school, and that's one reason why that I think was much more serious in nature. Where if it was just like another adult in the area, I don't know if it would have been as serious a charge. But being that it was kids, I think it was more serious. So I would consider Mrs. P a win. Yeah, seems like it. It's definitely Friday for you because the school you're working at as a schoolboy janitor is closed for the weekend. Schoolboy janitor. You make some really great content. You're a great commentator, ODN. Jamie got a job as a schoolboy janitor. Oh my God. How can you be dumber than the guys from Dumb and Dumber? Like, how can you possibly be dumber than that? It's like dumbest and even dumberest. Like that. It's literally below that. Like this is Dumb and Dumber, like Jim Carrey and Jeff, what's his name? Jeff something or other from that movie. And then here's, the retard twins right below that. We're all rooting for you, Mrs. I can just tell MJ doesn't give a fuck. I heard something about a court date. Yeah, I think it's over. Hopefully. Thank you so much, Hazy Train, for your $10. Thank you so much for that. Let me add that to the fund here. We have a goal, as you guys can see, of $300. If you think that I'm worth the value of your guys' donations, feel free to send me that money.
This is a party channel. We don't talk about dumb shit here, moron.
I think Robbie might be right too. Newmash might have been also told by the judge to stop. Yeah, because I heard that she hid all her live streams or something. So I'm my opinion on that situation is not trying to attack anyone here. I'm just saying I think it should stop on both sides. Like just stop going at each other, because it really does get to a point where you have to kind of, you have to once it goes that kind of criminal legal route, I think it's time that you have to stop feeding into it, especially if you're the one that pushed the legal stuff forward. Then you kind of have to stop playing into it. You have to stop responding and because then it belies your supposed emotional instability or whatever, and Mrs. P, I don't know what, I think she's going on different platforms like TikTok and stuff. What is it with these people always running into each other? You guys notice that they're always running into each other in similar places? Like, why is that? I don't know what it is, but it's too much to be like a coincidence. And I don't think it's just that I don't think Mrs. P is following Noodle around. I don't see that. Is she a little bit of does she have a mouth on her? Is she kind of free and loose with things she says? Yes. I don't even think she fully understands the things that she does and says half the time. I don't believe that she is fully cognizant and aware. She may answer like she's aware. She may answer like she knows what she's talking about or what she's doing, but I don't think she's fully aware of it. Does that make sense? I know there's a lot of debate about that, but I don't want to get into that. You guys can feel however you want about it. I've just always kind of felt, from my intuition about Mrs. P, that she doesn't fully understand every little thing that's happening. I know you hate Mrs. P, Nicole. I know you do. Not trying to piss Nicole off with my opinions here. And I'm not even saying everything that she did was a good thing. She's been naughty. Okay. I'm not condoning anything that she's done. I just don't think it needed to get to that legal route. I don't see Mrs. P as a danger. I don't think she is a danger. Anyway, next offense is predatory stalking in 364 days. So hope everyone stays away from each other. You know, Patty, I would hope for that too, but I feel like I know everyone around way too much to think that that's going to happen. I feel like there's going to be provoking on both sides. And the thing is, only one person is going to get affected legally by this, right? That's the part that it's like, okay, you just got to kind of cut your losses at a certain point. But I don't know if Mrs. P can even do that. I don't know if she can cut her losses, you know? And so she's going to keep getting in trouble. So anyway, I know there's a lot of feelings about, you know, on both sides of this shit. Whatever, think what you want. I'm not going to argue with you. I used to argue with people all the time about shit. I don't care anymore. If you want to think what you think what you think. Okay. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm really not. It's exhausting. You guys know I used to argue all the fucking time, right? It's exhausting to argue with people. I'm not here to argue anymore. Let me say hi to people and then we'll get started with shit. AC9, welcome to the stream. Jenny, welcome. Nicole, Gloria, welcome. Patty, Summer, welcome to the stream. Honey Bunch, my love, welcome. Bill, well, she has served enough time. Right, I think so. I don't even know how much time she served, honestly. I think I heard Robbie's stream say that she was in jail a lot of days. I have no idea how long that was. Yeah, I don't disagree. Mrs. P is annoying. Yeah, she can definitely be annoying. Definitely be, you know, an issue, you know. But I also do think if you're ignoring her and not going on about her, I don't think she will talk about you. That's just how I see it. Listen, I've come up against some really disgusting, predatory, stalkery people on here. Mrs. P is not in that league. I'm sorry. You women can fucking complain all you want about it. You ain't seen shit, okay? Sorry, but you ain't seen the levels of like predatory stalker behavior that I've seen. I'm not trying to say I'm like top victim or anything. I'm just telling y'all, like, you ain't seen shit. You don't know shit. Rockets Kitty, welcome. MJ, she's too ridiculous to be a real threat to anymore, but herself and the dipshit who married her. Well, you have a rather crass way of expressing that, MJ, but I more or less agree with you. I wish I could say what I really think. I'm trying to be less problematic. I know, it's tough. Can we play the coloring book clip in honor of freedom? The color, yeah. Where did I leave that? I know I have that somewhere. Let me look at this up in my my compooper here. Let's see here. Do I have that clip? Yeah, I don't know. I think I had it somewhere. Was it here? Yeah, here it is.
Stupid, pathetic color book. I have my fireplace. Bye-bye, Lycan coloring book.
Classic. That's classic. All right. Bye-bye, Lycan coloring book. Hey, Grunge, the sad thing is he's going to continue talking, taking people to court, and some people can't afford court. Right. Well, some of these legal things are not that expensive. You know, like, it's more expensive for the person taking someone to court than it is the person going to court, you know, who got served. Taco, welcome. He ain't lying. I would love to drink with her. Yeah, couple of you know, of wine coolers. That should be good. Hey, Farley ain't seen nothing yet. That's right. Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Bam, bam. Anyone ever remember like the fucking behind the music of that song? Or like how that came about, like why he did that? Like why he said like, you baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. apparently like one of the guys, like, I guess a guy like had a stutter or something at the time, like a friend of the band had a stutter. And so what the vocalist, I forgot his fucking name. He apparently was making fun of that guy when he was singing the song. And like, I guess they just recorded like a dummy track. Like, hey, here's a joke. Fucking, he ain't seen nothing yet, right? And then they played it for like the talent agency or whatever the fuck it was, the record label. I don't know. And they said they loved it. And they're like, we have to sell this one. I'm like, okay, you want to sell that? Fine. It sounds dumb, but it apparently it topped the charts and all that shit. But yes, that was the story. Anyone remember that? Tammy, welcome. Thank you everyone for sharing the stream out. If you haven't shared the stream out, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why haven't you shared the stream out? Play the other one. Okay. I'll play that because Elmer donated $5. Let me put that on the board real quick. Thank you, Elmer. Let's go and find that clip again.
Hey, Lycan. Here's your t-shirt. Yep. Yep. This is your t-shirt, Lycan. Maybe you'll know better next time not to fucking piss my ass off, because the next time, it'll get worse.
She'll come and fucking cut off my fucking dick in the middle of the night. That's how it'll get worse. Oh, Mrs. P, I promise not to ever piss you off that bad again. Thank you so much for the $25 from this amazing, wonderful person. Let's see here. How do I add this to this? 227. That's 52, right? Yeah. That's right. Right. Don't question me. Okay. So MJ, do you want to grab the link? And anyone else who wants to come on the panel, feel free. This is kind of an open panel thing. Her and her COVID toe. I mean, Mrs. P was funny. I don't know why anyone got so fucking offended. I guess for the same reason they got offended by me, right? You can't even handle my shit. And you got offended over Mrs. P. And listen, Mrs. P was pretty offensive with some of the things she said, like the racist stuff and all that. But I thought it was funny. But you also have to realize something. Someone who says that kind of stuff is not all there, right? Like, I'm not trying to give her an out. Okay, I'm not trying to like say she's absolved or all her wrongdoing, but let's be real about it. The things that she has said, they're way out there, right? That's not stuff that like a normal person says. I'm not cutting up my shirts, nor will I burn them. I spent good money on them. Well, that's good, Bill. Yeah, Bill got his Cuckbuster shirt the other day, so welcome, Bill, to the Cuckbusters, everyone. Put a I don't know, like a rooster and a no sign. Let's see here. Yeah, this is my sign for the roost, the Cuckbusters. Is kind of one of these things. That's the Cuckbusters. See that? There you go. Hey, Kit Carson. Randy Bachman was poking fun at his brother Gary, who had a speech impediment. It was to take the producer chose. There you go. There's the story. It's been a while since I heard it, but I knew it was some details like that. Get up there. Her voice annoyed me. I will let MJ have his time in the spotlight before I cuck bust. Dude, feel free to come up whenever you want. This is not like a scripted thing, okay? MJ doesn't even need spotlight. He doesn't like the spotlight. Mrs. P wishes she could have a BBC. If someone says NJ N-word buddy or that F word RJ Sandifer, are they also not all there? That's different. I feel like that's different because yes, he's not all there. However, I feel like he's more in control of the things he says than Mrs. P is. Again, that's my opinion about that. And I got my block bitch shirt. Awesome. Great to hear it, Bill. Mrs. P did fake emails to herself and accusing people sending to her and people amid they didn't send to her. Yeah, that's a little troubling. Definitely someone with some mental issues, you know. We need working in concert and defamation. Sure. Isn't it acting in concert? Yeah, it's like acting in concert, I think. Well, I don't know. The whole shirt game wasn't really that profitable for me, you know, and it does take a little bit of work to make those. So I don't know. It really does depend on what the market is expressing to me. You know, what is the market telling me is profitable? Do they really want those shirts, or is it just like one or two people? Because if it's just one or two people, it's not worth my time. You know. See, Nicole, she's coming in. She's like, she knows exactly what she's doing. Nicole needs a Mrs. P fan club shirt. Oh God, she would hate that, but she would also love it because I made it. Right. So there was, I know there was a stream that happened last night that was going over Bill's stream from the other night. And just so I have this right. Okay. So it was bad to play his content, right? It was bad to play, you know, Elaine's content, right? That's stealing his content. Even if you're commentating on the whole thing, it's still considered stealing, right? However, he can then steal Bill's content, which you can't have it both ways. You can't say this is my content and then this is Bill's content. You have to, you know, pick which it is, okay? It is Bill's content. That was Bill's stream, and it did have his commentary on it, and so therefore it's his content. It's part of his stream. He did alter things. It's modified by his commentary. Yeah, Bill's content has copyright too. This is something that I noticed wasn't answered the other night because I believe Lauren, she asked this question. She said, "Is it true that MJ? Is it true that Bill could copyright strike you, you know, for playing his content?" And Elaine kind of danced around this.
Hello, Jamie.
He said, well, you know, it's all my content anyway, and also because, you know, this is stuff that he's harassing me and doing all this stuff, and he kind of went off topic, you know. It's like giving emotional distress, kind of going veering into a different, you know, and then he's starting with like the history of how this all started with me and beauties and all that stuff, right? Totally veering off the question. The question is, could Bill copyright strike that stream that was played last night, right? That they were commentating on? And the answer is yes. If both streams were still up. If Bill's stream was still up and that Slop Tard stream from last night's stream was still up, yes, he could copyright strike it. It doesn't matter if he was also reviewing Elaine's content. It still counts as Bill's stream because that's how copyright works on this platform. We're not talking about winning in a court of law. We're not talking about, you know, lawyering up and all that other shit. And like, you know, like, well, Bill would have to sue you and blah, blah. That's not the question. The question is, could you get struck? The answer is yes. Hypothetically, if the scenario stated where both people have their streams up, yes. It won't matter if it's ODN's or his or any other stream, right? It doesn't matter. But to see, he needs to like twist the narrative, twist the truth. Oh, well, that's what they do. It's very disgusting content, right? And they only show exactly like just how degenerate and obsessive they are each time they do a stream like that. I saw you went in there, MJ. Why did you go in there?
To ODM and Eli's stream to
Yeah.
have fun, to troll Eli.
Just a troll.
To just be a goof.
What's funny is I feel like that's why a lot of people will go to that stream just to troll
It's
Eli
funny.
there. And the thing is, his bestie lets people do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Most people.
And so, you know, he knows that his bestie is letting people troll him in his bestie's stream, but I guess he's just not looking in the chat, or he doesn't really pay it any mind.
He tries not to anyway.
He tries not to.
I think he still gets offended by comments, but
yeah, you notice he doesn't try. There are times where he does say like, "Hey, can I remove this troll?" You know, he'll do that because he doesn't want certain trolls in there. But people like you, like he'll ignore, I guess.
Yeah, he pretty much ignores me. Yeah.
And Bill, you know, I'll just say this: you have rights too. So if they're putting out your private information, which by the way, it still counts as your private information, he's trying to say that because he filed your full name and all that stuff in, you know, a court filing, right? In a case that you're not even involved in, somehow that means that they're allowed to just drop your full name, and he only drops it because he knows that guy is going to remove his stream. I mean, listen, you know what?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to say.
He always does.
Elaine likes to say this a lot. He likes to say, Bill, if you're so assured of like the legalities of your stream being you know, free speech and copyright free and all that stuff and whatever, right? If you're so sure of that, how come you don't leave up your stream? Well, I could say the same for you and your broski. If those streams are totally within the limits of appropriateness and follow TOS and they're all legally kosher and all that stuff, why don't you leave them up? Oh, because you'll get flagged. Okay, well, same logic goes for why Bill takes down his streams. You see how that works? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's how that works. You guys have a self-awareness problem, okay? But don't worry, that's why I'm here, to kind of point it out for you. In criminal, it's in Cali. It's criminal in Cali. Well, I would say, listen, Bill, if I were you, I would like either press charges or file something, some kind of thing, because if you don't, I feel like he's just going to kind of get worse and just keep doing stuff to you. And he feels like he can. No, and this is not a frivolous lawsuit. This is something to protect you and your home. And there are also other people I've seen who are trying to cause you trouble at home. Are there not? You should do something to protect yourself. It's not just these assholes that have rights and we don't have any. That's not how this shit works. You don't get to come out here saying our full names and addresses and saying you're going to do this X, Y, and Z to us, and then we just have to put up with it. That's not how this shit works. Okay? And you can't sit there claiming to be a victim while you're attacking people's private lives like that. He should be very careful at this point, but he's the opposite of that. How is it that those clips can't be screen recorded and sent to Team YouTube to get Eli strikes? That's not how it works, Joe. That's just not how it works. I can't clip someone on someone else's panel and then just send that to YouTube and say, give him a strike. It has to be something that is on Eli's channel. This is just how YouTube works, okay? It has to be on Eli's channel. It has to be something that's currently up that I've reported. Then I have to get in contact with Team YouTube, probably on Twitter, and tell them about it, say that I reported it. Then they have to like go to their internal team and, you know, elevate the issue. And it's like a whole process. It's like a fucking bureaucracy, right? And here's the ironic part, right? Elaine knows that. He knows it's bureaucracy. He knows that he can't get in trouble for going on someone else's panel and spewing a bunch of bullshit and putting out people's private information and all this stuff. And so what does he do? What would you call that, MJ, when someone wants to basically not get in trouble on their own channel, and so they go on someone else's channel, so they're not held accountable for their actions. What would you call that?
Insufferable douchebag.
Yes, but I'm talking more of a classification of
Like a
behavior.
legal classification. Oh, behavioral? I don't know. What would that fall under? Using people? I mean, malicious intent to use someone for,
that
selfish reasons.
Yeah, that works. Here's what I was thinking. It's his way of skirting the system. It's playing the system and trying to basically circumvent the rules so that he doesn't have to follow them on his own channel. If he can get someone else to do, if he can get, that's literally why he goes on that other retard's panel to do his dirty work.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's literally why he's there. You think he's there for shits and gigs and just have fun?
To talk shit. Yeah.
He's not just there to talk shit. He's there to progress his agenda. Every single time he goes on that panel,
his legal agenda,
his legal agenda,
and now
yes.
Bill and now Tammy.
Every part, it's all part of his plan to try to convince people that he's right and that he's taking all the proper legal steps and all this shit. And
but it
he
doesn't
will,
matter.
and when he says people's full names, it is indeed malicious. He is trying to basically identify all the people that are quote unquote targeting him in an effort to make them fearful, right? So they will stop going at him, right? It's to try to scare them.
Intimidation.
That's the only way he would do that, by going on his weaponized trolls panel to put out their private information for other people possibly to pick that up, run with it, attack them.
But
That's why he does it.
Who's intimidated though?
Nobody's intimidated, but it's the intent that matters. It's not about whether people are actually intimidated. It's the intent.
Oh, okay. For you and your legal case, yeah, it does. Okay, fair enough. Whatever. Yeah. I get your point.
I'm just making a point here about the intent is to scare. The intent is to frighten and cause people distress.
Yeah.
It's not about like, or is anyone scared of this cuckold? It's not about that. It's about what is he really trying to do mentally.
Yeah, it's contemptuous.
Calls it a throwaway channel. Well, I'm sure it is. It's throwaway for him. He doesn't give a shit whose channel gets jeopardized for his own bullshit, right? He doesn't care. I agree. That's exactly why he does it. That's why he's like, fire up the channel, not your main one. We got to do a stream. Exactly, Hazy Train. So that's what was happening last night. He did a 3-hour fucking rage stream. Basically played
was it 3 hours?
Entire stream. Right? So we're talking about copyright here and what's appropriate amount of content to play and all that, right? I mean, can they say that playing Bill's entire stream was fair use? I mean, here's the thing, Bill. If I were you, I would at least have a copy of that stream somewhere. Like, I don't know what you do with your copies if you only have one copy when you do one of those streams, but if I were you, I would have at least a copy to save. Because otherwise you're basically giving him the only copy, because he has a way of downloading a copy, which he's so proud of. Did you hear him last night? Oh yeah, you see me? You see how slick I am? I'm able to get copies of streams. See how fucking cool I am? You see how cool I am, mister? Mm-hmm. I'm able to download a whole copy of a stream once it goes down. Mm-hmm. I'm just that fucking good. That's not good enough, Bill. You need to have your own copy of your own stream. You need to have your own. When you're streaming, you need to be able to save a copy. You see how good I am? How I can save streams when they go down? You see how cool? MJ. See how cool I am? I can save a stream. Cool. Aren't I just badass? I could save a stream.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo. What a fucking nerd. Like, who brags about that? Like, yeah, I'm really cool. I can download a stream. Fucking weird, dude. Anyway.
Eli is a nerd. He is very nerdy. It's true. It's
not even nerdy. Like a cool nerd. Like, there's cool nerds that like are into like, astronomy or like, you know, something cool that like makes you learn more about like the universe or like, you know, animals or, you know, nature or something like that. This is like dumb cool, or not dumb cool, dumb nerdy. Like it's just unimportant, like really
Litigious,
trivial, stupid
pedantic.
shit nobody
Yeah.
cares about. Like,
I learned how to download a stream. I got a program to do it.
Fuck out of here. And I guarantee you, your broski's not impressed with that either. He's just kind of like, he's
too
what's it
high
called?
to be impressed.
There's that, but also, what is it called when someone's just like, you know, they're just kind of like kissing your ass just to kind of get you to keep talking, you know?
Oh, obsequious.
Yeah, that. It's a Karen type of nerdy. Yeah, he's nerdy about his modem. Exactly.
Obsequious. Let's get.
Are you high, MJ?
Yeah. What's that for?
I didn't know. I didn't know you were high.
Yeah. Well, now you do. Obsequious.
Now I do.
Obedient or attentive to an excessive or servile degree.
Ooh.
They were served by obsequious waiters.
Well, that would describe it to a T. When is MJ off work and not high? That's a good question. You know, you shouldn't have to work. You're off work. You work the whole day, right?
Not today. I have today and tomorrow off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a break.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, besides that, if anyone is curious about the court stuff, all I can say is I can't wait to get judged by Judge Rex Seidler. I can't wait for the professional judgy prowess of Judge Rex Seidler. I've examined all her court cases. I've seen just how impressive her entire past caseload is, and I've looked at all the results, the verdicts and shit. Agreed with every single one of them.
Oh, well, good. That
top
sounds
notch.
That's encouraging. That's encouraging for you.
Just
I'm
across the board, brilliant judging.
Good, excellent. Should go well for you then, Jamie.
She's the best.
I
think that she likes my filings as well. Like really likes my filings.
Yeah,
she hasn't even taken the case yet. She hasn't even like been
little hearts on your filings. She prints them out and she puts little hearts and then draws little pictures and
and it's like a little like call me, you know, with like numbers there. I support Judge Rex Seidler. We all support Judge Rex Seidler. I cannot wait until she takes our case on and just pours over all the documents, and she takes weeks and months just to study up on our complex case, you know, because it's really complicated. You know,
lots of ins,
the case
and outs.
Yeah, lots of ins, lots of outs, lots of complications, you know.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, it's not a simple case at all.
Not at all. No. I mean, from the outside, it's like, oh, obviously this is very deep and complex and a lot of legal. I mean, you need to be some kind of an expert at, you know, you need more than ChatGPT.
Yes.
I think. But.
Yes. I mean, there's no way she could feed all of our documents into ChatGPT and have it give like a summary of all of the documents, right? That's not a thing.
No, I mean, okay. Yeah, no, it's shut up, man. Sorry.
And also, that she definitely doesn't have a judge's assistant that can literally summarize all that stuff in a fucking day.
For her. Yeah, give her the
and she's definitely.
Okay, you two are a couple of internet idiots. Why don't you both just shut up and go home? I mean, really, at this point, just pack it up, go home.
She's definitely looking over each and every single document and every page.
She's pouring
that has been sent into the court docket. Every single page.
I bet she spends 20% more time on your documents than Eli's. 20
I would agree
to 30%
with that assessment.
more time.
I would agree with that assessment.
She's so
Cheers.
impressed. Plus all the time it takes to draw hearts and stuff.
Yeah, she followed me on Instagram. She said, I love Jamie's filings. I mean, it's... Well, I'm sorry, but there's a time
she lurks
and a place.
on YouTube.
There's a time and a place for all judges, and this time has, come to an end. The new judge is now, it's like the New Year's baby with like the sash and the hat. It's Judge Rex Siedler as like the baby with the sash. Eli upgraded from ChatGPT to Crap GPT.
But shows dad jokes.
I heard shady stuff about that other judge doing shit tests and helping only the plaintiff, right?
You're so wrong, sir.
I don't know about that. I can't entertain those rumors, Patty, but I have heard things. Eli has trained his ChatGPT to be an idiot. He has gaslighted that thing so bad is trained to think just as delusionally as him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do.
Not at all. Things have really turned a corner. I can feel it. Yeah, there's so many irons in the fire this week. So many. Yeah. This week in particular, something really important happened. I can't tell you what that is. All I know is I heard earlier in the week something really, really important happened for I believe it was the GNA.
Oh,
do you know what that was?
For the LLC itself, was someone escorted out of the building? Like Dawn? Did the cops come and take Dawn away?
I don't think so.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I don't think it was that.
I don't know.
But I hear it was a very important week somehow.
Yeah,
it's Friday though. I don't know if maybe there's tomorrow that we're going to hear the news, but I hope we hear soon. I'm really excited for it. I'm really looking forward to it.
So I think do you know something? Do you know something? Is this like a thing that's happening?
No, MJ. He said earlier in the week.
No, I know.
One
I
of his
heard
streams.
him say that, but I'm just wondering if maybe you also knew something.
No. Okay. Literally, nothing happened this week.
I got it. Okay. All right. So it was just all bullshit. All right.
But it's got to be like some huge thing, Either way, it's got to be some huge attention-seeking thing. It's always an important, productive week. Yeah, always something eventful is happening to make you guys keep watching. It's kind of like clickbaiting, right? Like if I say, something really crazy is coming soon, you guys are more likely to tune in, right? To know what's going on and what's the shake up, what's going on in the thing, right? Nothing. Great things are coming. I know exactly how Eli downloads a copy of the stream. In fact, he revealed it by mentioning one little detail. He said that the last 20 minutes of Bill's stream was stuck in on a single still frame. Okay. I'm waiting, but their audio is still rolling, being recorded. Okay. Spit it out. What's the way? Yeah, same shit, different day. I would love to be more, excited and go over things, but it's not even worth really going over any of that shit, is it?
The Eli shit?
Yeah, I summed it up.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
Cool.
I think I've got the gist of it at this point.
Good. Yeah, that's about it. Doesn't have to take 3 hours to tell. So I saw the Backrooms movie today.
I saw that, yeah. So it
was
good.
Verdict?
Yeah.
It was good. However, I have some notes.
Okay. All right.
One, I feel like they should have just gone for it and done just a flat out like found footage horror movie. Instead, they did this like middle ground kind of thing where they had the movie kind of set up like, okay, here's a character. He owns this department store. He's going through grief from, his divorce from his wife. He's got alcohol problems. He's got some issues to go through. He sees this therapist. The therapist is trying to help him out. She's also got mental issues. Surprise, surprise.
Okay.
She's got a whole thing with her past that she has to go work out. And all of this kind of ties into the back room. Is when you go to the back rooms, your trauma magnifies. It magnifies things in the back rooms. Okay. Although it doesn't have a very causal link between their trauma and what's in the back rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we're meant to kind of believe that their trauma links to what's happening there. But I feel like that stuff would happen regardless. It's not a place that is the way that they describe it in the movie is it's kind of built on your memories, where the place kind of it remembers things from like the real world, right? And it kind of mimics and mirrors them, but like in distorted, twisted ways in the back rooms. But that's not really the case, because anyone can go into the back rooms and experience the same thing. It's a completely like a universal experience. I go into the back rooms, there's a chair there. You go into the back rooms, that same chair is there, right? We can go down a corridor into some crazy, path that leads into a room that goes into like a little box, and all this stuff's crazy rooms are happening, but we're both experiencing at the same time the same things. See what I'm saying? But
there's
at the same time,
reality.
There is an objective reality. However, at one point, there is some kind of bizarre manifestation of something in there. So it is partly built off of like the trauma and the stuff you bring in, but not completely. Like the structure of the place is not built from people's trauma.
What was that game? Something Hill, and they made it into a movie.
Silent Hill.
The movie was
Silent
Hill. The weird guy that with the the triangle, the mask, and the big huge axe that he drags around. Doesn't that kind of thing? Doesn't that show up in back rooms?
Kind of. It's kind of a similar thing to that. Like it's a manifestation of like your trauma or your guilt,
some bizarre,
your feelings of yourself as a person, something like that does occur.
All right. Yeah.
Not to spoil anything. But I will say, if they were gonna make a movie like this, it should have just been straight up like just do the Paranormal Activity. Like that would be. To me, I think Paranormal Activity is scary as hell. I don't know what you think about those movies.
I saw the first one; it freaked me out. Yeah,
I think they're freaky. Even today, if I watch that movie, I will still get scared by it. There's very few movies that actually still scare me when I watch them, and that's one of them. Even if I continue to repeat watch them, and the reason is because it feels like. It just really hits to like the core, right, of the fear. And I feel like for this particular fear of the back rooms, it didn't quite hit to the core. Like it was trying, it did like different ways of, first it did like the whole, most of the film is like in high definition. It's, professional camera work, like a normal movie, right? You go into the back rooms and they're just normal film work. Then there's a part where they actually pick up a handheld, like 90s, 80s style camera, and it's like VHS quality, like bullcrap, right? Then it's like a tiny bit scary at that point because now you can kind of imagine things in the shadows and kind of like what's happening there. I don't feel like they play around with that idea that much, and I feel like that is to its detriment a little bit. And also, the movie is so fucking slow paced. Like you will literally just be sitting there as he's like walking through the corridors like this slow, and it's like, okay, you can speed it up a little bit, and I feel like you'd be going a little bit quicker if you're kind of panicked but you're at the same time you're trying to figure out what's going on. Wouldn't you go a little bit quicker? then just like this slow, like, what is this? You know what I mean? It's just like an office building kind of looking environment. Like that's what the back rooms looks like. It looks like
it's just very
office
plain
building
and
with like
ordinary.
random furniture, and the rooms look kind of weird. So it's not like some
Weird
alien
paint
atmosphere. You know what I mean? So wouldn't you just kind of walk normally, just kind of like, what's going on here? What is this place? You know? Here. You know what I mean? So wouldn't you just kind of mute yourself, God damn it?
Yeah. Well, keep going. You were in the middle of talking about the movie. Go for it.
Yeah. I was just saying, like,
I didn't think you were just going to throw me on the panel like that. I figured I'd get a grand intro at this point.
Okay, here's Topsy Kretz. He's the stew guy that I met from the Scream community. Anyway, as I was saying, he gets a grand entrance. The fuck you think this is?
What do you think this is?
I think this is well, I don't know. This last week of events have been really interesting for me.
Oh.
Go I can see why. If you're new to it,
so I guess to kind of wrap it up, it's more of an emotional movie than I thought it would be. Like kind of more about the trauma. I feel like this is okay. This is what I'm gonna say about drama and like emotional stuff in horror movies. You can literally just hint at, unless that's like the actual mystery of the movie is like the emotional arc of the person and what they went through in their past. And if that's part of like the twist of the movie, like that, what was that one movie? Malignant. Anyone seen that?
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer for it, but no.
Where you kind of have to go through the past of the person to kind of understand what they are. You know what I mean? In this kind of sense, when it's just basic kind of boilerplate stuff like alcoholism, divorce, okay, just hint at that stuff. I don't need a whole like backstory. We don't need to delve into the trauma of all this. Just give me some shorthand, okay? Like maybe he's got like the bottle there and then he just dumps it out one day, something like that. Okay. Little tiny thing. That's all you fucking need, right? You don't need a whole lot. You don't need a whole scene where he's talking about his trauma and his divorce with his wife and all that stuff. You don't need all that in a horror movie. All you need is like a little glimpse, just a little tiny like hint of what this person's going through. Make them likable. That's the more important part. Not give them the whole backstory. Make them likable. Make me care about what happens to them in some way. And I don't even necessarily mean that they have to be like a good person. Make them likable though. Even if they're a bad person, make me care about what happens to this character, right? You can hint at like their deficiencies, their flaws, their past, but do it in a shorthand way where I'm not sitting there going, okay, alcoholism, divorce. I heard this a million fucking times. Can we get to the real shit? Get to the meat of the movie. Why we're here. It takes maybe like 30 minutes before we're actually in the back rooms in the movie. And it starts a little slow. Once you're in the back rooms, now you have the vibes, you have the atmosphere. It's good at kind of delivering that stuff and kind of making you feel intrigue and like mystery, but it's not that scary. Like I would say if I put this on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of scariness, I put this maybe at like a 6. Like really not that scary at all. There's maybe like a couple of jump scares in there. And one thing in the movie, I don't even think was really meant to be that much of a jump scare. Like if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like one scene happens, I'm like, okay, that actually made me jump. But it wasn't meant to be like scary. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess it was meant to kind of shock you a little bit, but it wasn't meant to be scary. But anyway, it was decent. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. Obsession was way better at being a horror movie. It knew exactly more of what it was trying to be. And I feel like Backrooms kind of has that tussle between, are we going to be a found footage? Are we going to be just this, vibes, moody kind of atmosphere kind of, because here's the thing. If you're not that scared of the whole liminal space thing, you're probably not going to be that scared.
Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong. If you're liminal spaces can be scary.
It's weird.
Right?
It's freaky.
It's weird. It's freaky, but it also needs to be presented in a context where it's scary. Not everyone is going to be able to jump on that train right away, and I don't feel like everyone is going to be like, "Oh, this is terrifying," you know.
Mm-hmm.
What's
yeah?
this?
No, I hear you.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to pull it up right away. I was preparing something for when we transitioned out of the movies.
Go.
Oh,
okay. Well. So first of all, last Friday evening, I was invited back here, not by you, but by our friend. He said multiple times, "I look forward to your next appearance, sir." He was looking forward to my next appearance, which kind of says all you need to know, right? He's actually looking for content, right? That's the interesting thing here. So you talked about this before, and I posted something in the chat, and you pulled it up on here, right? So it is strictly, and now he said multiple times last Friday during the 36 of 56 minutes of his stream that he dedicated to me, starting at 20 minutes and 44 seconds in last Friday's stream. He then continued to talk about me for the next 36 minutes, which is interesting. But as you mentioned, and I put in here, it is an express terms of service violation to download another YouTuber's video. You are only allowed to download, the only thing you're allowed to download from YouTube is your own video if you click the actual download button in your studio next to the video. Right. That's technically the only way you're allowed to download content if it's your own and you use YouTube to do it. So he's admitting that he's violating the terms of service. You can see right there, access, reproduce, download, distribute, transmit, any part of the service or content. So he's admitting to doing it, and he's using that other guy's stream specifically to circumvent, which is a whole nother terms of service violation, as you mentioned. But that's neither here nor there. You know, we know he's breaking rules. He's admitting to breaking rules. But remember, he says, "No one knows YouTube better than me, sir. Nobody knows the rules, the terms of service, the monetization policies. No one knows it as good as me, sir." Right?
Yeah.
So that's all horseshit. But I wanted to say, so the first time I was on here last Wednesday, the first thing I said was, I've never seen somebody so irrelevant think that they're so important, take themselves so seriously. So I kind of want to amend that, or actually build on to that statement, because there's actually something worse than that. He said in his stream, I have a whole list of quotes here of shit he said to me, right? And sir, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, sir. You and the camera, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm not going to say your name, sir, but I'm looking at you. I know you're going to use this tonight for content, right? On your little fucking walk, you know, you're looking for something to talk about and you need me for it, right? So I wrote down a whole bunch of quotes. You said, let me see here. Well, you said you should do your research, sir. You need to do your research before you get involved in this. I know people are saying things about me that aren't true. You need to do your research. So I did start doing my research. I did start YouTube searching him, right? Just trying to look stuff up. And I couldn't believe what I found. The never-ending supply of videos, posts, shorts of people trolling this guy. There are so many. And here's the thing. I've never seen somebody so irrelevant have so many people dedicating so much time to him. It really should. It actually shouldn't be possible, right? Because typically a person has to be either successful or, and listen, you see my name there as he wants to call, you heard him kind of dwelling. You have 40,000 subscribers. You could tell he really didn't like it. right? He kept bringing it up, and you could tell he was kind of eating at him, right, the whole time. Well, here's the thing: as someone that has a smaller public presence on here, I have had over the last decade people who didn't like me, people who talked shit about me, people who trolled me. I mentioned before that I had a guy. I mentioned this somewhere else, that I had a guy in my past that reminded me a lot like of him. That he attempted the same way that this guy doesn't like Jamie. There was a guy that he didn't like me, and he was very jealous of my success and kind of did some of the same shit. So I've kind of seen this movie before, but yeah, again, I've had people that didn't like me, but I never had people start making shit about me, right? So when you consider how many videos there are of this guy, how much shit that is, and how, again, he's not successful, he's not wealthy, he's not famous, he doesn't have any legitimate influence. To have that much time being dedicated to attack you tells me that he must be a real asshole. He must have done. He must have really, really pissed people off, because you wouldn't do this. They're not making any money from it, right? These are not monetized channels where they're generating revenue. Most of them are just like burner accounts with little AI videos of him. I think they're not making anything from this. They're doing it strictly because he must have crossed them somehow, some way.
Eli's the type of person, he pisses off people to a point where they can't let it go, where they feel compelled to pursue this guy on the internet for years, just fucking with him, just trying to undermine him. And it's a lot of people.
It must be. I mean, it's really.
I made cartoons about the guy. I made cartoons about the fucking guy.
Well,
I still make cartoons about the guy.
Last Friday, he made a point, because I had been warned about this. And again, just so you know, sir, I've never said your name, sir. I've never said your name. I could be talking about anyone, sir. You will never be able to have a case against me, because I've never said your name. I've never written your name. I've never used any of your shit. So good luck with that. So when we were watching the stream last Friday, I want to say it was, he said something about how he was looking to enter the American men's Filipino women section of YouTube.
He's had contact with them in the past through RJ. Yeah.
So I wasn't aware
it's not the first time.
I wasn't aware there was an American men seeking Filipino women section of YouTube. Number one,
there is.
Exactly what knowledge and experience is he going to lend to these people? Has he also sought a Filipino woman? What is his level of expertise coming into that community now? Because he's going to try. Go ahead.
No, he's just going to offer a critique of their community. He's just going to go in there, insult everybody, piss everybody off, tell everybody how stupid and wrong and all that shit for doing what they're doing. And it's just that's Eli. That's who Eli is.
Hey, Drew, what's up? He deserves to be trolled forever because of what he said about Gabby Petito. Yeah, I think he deserves to be trolled forever.
Jamie, I just left a message in the private chat for you to locate a video so I can set you up to play it. That custom video you made the other day.
Oh, you want me to look at that one?
Yeah, just load it. I'll set you up for it. Because you'll know
set me up.
Yeah, you'll know when it's time to play. Yeah,
you're gonna set me up.
So I mentioned that last Wednesday he started at the 20-minute 44-second mark talking about me, and he started to. So he goes, I forgot where I was going with this. That's what he said. He started talking. He goes, I forgot where I was going.
I remember that.
Yeah. And then he paused for about 30 or 40 seconds. He was trying to remember. And then apparently he remembered because he went on to spend the next 35 fucking minutes talking about me. Right. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this was unbelievable. And then he got to the point where he said, again, he threatened me. He threatened me relentlessly. And then on Friday night, the night before, the stream that Bill was the last one he was restreaming where the guy crashed out. I'm sorry, I almost said his name. Whatever his name, he Mr. C here. He said what the fuck did he say? He said he started.
I'm going to play this clip.
He was ranting and raving about me. What did he say?
Do you want me to play this clip or not?
Yeah. Well, he said,
play it.
Someone's always watching, sir. Someone's
okay.
Always...
I'm going to play the clip. Just shut up.
Go ahead.
I like the evil
Mr. K. We'll just call you Mr. K, okay? Do what you feel is right for yourself. Just know, on YouTube, someone's always watching, sir.
On YouTube, someone's always watching. On YouTube, someone's always watching. Always watch.
I love that evil chuckle.
I put that in there because that's like what the serial killer does, like when they're swinging their axe afterward, like singing a little song to themselves.
Yeah. Ditty.
He melted down. He melted down the other night too. There was someone in his chat named Jack that said something about him losing his mind over being trolled, and he started screaming and yelling, "I'm going to sue you too, Jack. I'm going to sue. Maybe I'll sue you." And he was ranting about suing everyone, yelling about getting sued, or just going on. Man, the guy's crazy. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, he's a weird little fucker, for sure.
He said, right at the very beginning, he said, "I have no plans to talk about you the whole stream."
Proceeds to talk about you
the whole fucking stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There were so many things in it. I mean, talking whether it was saying that he knew I was in my 50s to,
Are you?
No.
Or him.
That was the thing. He's like, "You're one for nostalgia, sir. You like nostalgia. I know you're about the same age as me, right? You're in your 50s, but you behave like a millennial, right?" This dude is, I mean, I can't wait to see what he says tonight, right? He's
I'm sure whatever he says is going to be bullshit no matter what.
Yeah,
this is going to set him off. That video he just played is going to set him off. But here's the thing. In that video, he said, like,
dude, the slightest thing sets him off. It's not hard to do.
He said,
he gets triggered over anything, any little response, because he is a narcissist. Always looking for attention, always looking for some kind of response. I would say, honestly, Top Secrets, I would say at this point, you're probably more motivated for a response from him than I am. Like, I don't even care what the good dude does, but you're really liking this, right?
Well,
you seem to be. You seem to be into it, which is cool.
It is funny to listen to him. I have to.
I think you should go start your own channel and do that stuff.
I don't have the time for it. So here's the thing, sir. If you're listening,
it doesn't take that long.
Here's the thing, sir.
To start one of these,
sir. I'm helping you right now. That's the thing. This is the thing. This is helping him. I'm being nice to him because without us, he really doesn't have anything to talk about. That's the truth.
No shit.
Like, so I'm being nice to him here, and he's going to get a whole, hour-long response to this tonight, and whatever viewers he thinks he's going to get or whatever donations come out of it. I mean, listen. Well, here's the thing. That the stream that Bill restreamed, that then he restreamed on a different guy's channel last night, that first piece of source material that he deleted off of YouTube or hid, right? The big meltdown he did where he crashed out, was yelling, screaming, "I'm sick of people breaking the fucking law." You like yelled that out like a child, right? That whole thing, didn't have us. What would he be talking about? And here's the thing: like to see him do that, right? To see him have that meltdown, that was on his business channel, right? This is the crazy thing, right? Like, I couldn't imagine that wasn't his personal channel or a little side thing or something. That's like this supposed business he's running, right? Where he has it on there, and that's what his quote, I guess you would say, customers are going to see. Like, I couldn't imagine a legitimate business, right, putting that shit out publicly where they're melting down, swearing, yelling about people picking on them. Like, that's not where's the actual content that he's legitimately like? Where's the
wait? Are you saying that Eli doesn't run a legitimate business?
I don't even know who that is. I'm just saying this guy, whoever it is. I'm saying that as I look, what is the business? What is this? We'll just say, what is this CBA? This CBA or whatever the letters. What exactly is this thing he's running? Because again, the actual content on the what is there a service for sale? Is there a product for sale? What is?
I've asked these same questions a million times before.
There is an executive board.
Hey, Linda.
With an online, with an online, what is it? A director of online safety. Is he running a social media platform? Because without a social,
he is running a group network channel where people can support each other in a close-knit networking environment that runs kind of like a family.
Right. So it is a non-paid board. I mean,
he's got a board of directors kind of thing, except he is the top dog, except everyone around the table has a say.
It feels like make-believe to me.
It is make-believe. It is a fantasy. It's a fantasy of a business he would want.
Yeah, it's a pretend business. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's
like playing
out
house.
Here LARPing. Yeah, exactly.
Playing house. That's yeah. I mean, it does seem like a group of people.
Here's the thing.
Have a tree house.
Here's the thing.
Like,
what do networkers do at the most basic level?
Network.
Okay. What is he doing?
Responding to people attacking him. In his mind.
Right. So if you were, let's say, running a networking business or association of some kind, would you not, I don't know, go out to other channels and associate with other people and talk with them and find commonalities and maybe invite them back to your channel? Like, wouldn't that be what networking would be?
Well, it sounds like he's trying to network with the Filipino women.
No, what he's trying to do, this is what there's a huge gulf. No, but you bring up an interesting point because there's a huge gulf between what he says he's doing and what he's actually doing, right? It's this weird like delusion that he has. Hey, Chrissy. So he says like, oh, I'm networking. Like if he made a stream talking about the Filipino women, to him, that's networking, right? If I'm making a stream about Filipino women because I'm a networker. I do organizational, blah, whatever, right? But really what it actually is drama marketing. He is drama marketing himself, trying to cause some kind of beef with other YouTubers, trying to cause some kind of division or upset someone so that he may get a response. If he gets a response, then he can respond to the response. And whatever they do back, he can then play victim off of it later. Yeah, that's what he does. That's literally what he's done since the beginning. Since I've known this guy, that is what he's done from way back to MGTOW when he did with Chris Cantu. He called Chris Cantu a scammer, said that he was a grifter and the red pill coin, all that shit. You remember that, MJ?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Went after him
So
pretty
he's
hard.
done that
Said the
this
whole
whole
red pill-
time.
Yeah.
And the pattern has remained consistent since then with every single community leader since is trying to call out something within a community, usually a YouTuber in that community, usually the person who has the most views and gets the most attention. And then he hopes that he can get some kind of response from them. And if they're smart, they will ignore. And they have ignored him before.
He said something at the end of that stream last Friday. He said that if people stop talking about him, it basically, we've all you've called him out on this. Said that the only viewers he's getting are the people who dislike him. That's his whole audience, and I guess that's what he's complaining about Bill for. Is that Bill has taken the people who dislike him away from him. Imagine running a business based around people who dislike you. Like if Burger King was like, okay, we need to piss off the people who might come here and eat, because if we piss them off good in our commercials, then they'll want to come eat more. Or maybe if we spit in their food in front of them, they'll order more, right? Let's piss off our customers. So basically he's saying that his customer base should be, it is the people who dislike me, and you shouldn't be allowed to take those people from me, right? What kind of legitimate business is running a business based around people who don't like them? That's not
someone who is a lol cow and can't face it. I want to show something, and I'm going to show it for a very good reason. Okay. Just to show the hypocrisy here of what these people are doing. Okay. So you have someone who is whining every single day that they're being restreamed, that their content is being stolen, blah, 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 right? It never fucking ends, right? Well, there was a person who was restreaming me just a few minutes ago. Can you guess who it was before I show the proof?
ODN?
Yes, and wouldn't you know it, that person likes to call me out for restreaming Eli, and also called Bill out for restreaming Eli. Well, if it's wrong, answer this question. If it's wrong for us to do it, right, to Eli, why is it okay for you to do it to us? Is it just because what goes around comes around? It's revenge? I mean, take your pick. We know why you're doing it, right? This is kind of a rhetorical question. But the point is just establishing hypocrisy here. And the fact that this person likes to come out and defend Eli from the very thing he does himself shows what a fake hypocrite he is. So thank you for proving once again what a fake hypocrite piece of shit you are, sir. Sir.
Well, he knows about your schoolboy janitor job.
Schoolboy janitor job.
All
Give
right.
it up. You want to hear this shit, MJ?
Sure.
Listen to this. I got to share this with y'all because this is a classic thing that I noted from this whole dumpster fire stream from last night.
ODN, it's your show, and ODN, you do really good commentary. So give yourself some fucking credit for what you do.
A few moments later.
Turn them against me.
I heard Jamie got a side job at the schoolboy janitor.
Okay.
Even Eli's like, all right, dude.
Anyway,
I think he's joking. I think whatever he just said.
No, he's a schoolboy janitor.
Even Eli didn't want to fucking deal with it. He's like, all right, whatever.
Like,
let's move on with the fucking stream. I just thought that was hilarious. He's like, you do really good commentary. and then he says shit like that.
I do want to point something out from the start of his meltdown stream the other night, and it was replayed last night. He had it in there. One of the things he started with before he started crashing out about, how Bill's stealing all his shit, he actually started and he said, it's been peaceful here. No one's been talking about me, right? You could tell he was very kind of upset that you didn't make any content about him in like the last 7 days. It was really bothering him.
Yeah, he's like, Jamie hasn't posted for 5 days. He hasn't said anything. I think he's trying to ice me out. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, it doesn't matter if I do ice him out. He's still going to go on and on and on, which, by the way, y'all, it pisses him off when I get paid. So cough up those shekels, cough up those donos. We're almost to 300. Come on. We're almost $50 away from that. We can get up to 300, guys. Come on. We can do it. Just ignore Top Secrets. I know he's boring as fuck, but you guys listen to my voice. I am very soothing and my voice sounds good. So donate to that. Okay.
Hey, he warned me about this. He said that if the donations stopped coming in, he said, they really liked you tonight, sir. The donations were pouring in that first time, but then he had you back the second time and it wasn't working for him, so he cut you off. He warned me you were going to turn on me.
Yeah, he likes to invent a lot of things in his head.
That's one way to put it.
It's funny because he's the one who says that I smear him and I come up with all these like narratives about him and stuff, but everything out of his mouth is a narrative about me, about what I do, how I talk to people, how I handle my community, all this stuff. It's the overarching narrative he has about me. But that's okay, right? That's okay for him to do.
One time he mentioned, it was in that other stream, he said something like, he used a terminology, something along the lines of, I don't know what's going on those other drama channels tonight, right? Because he himself is a drama channel.
Yes, he is. We'll never admit it.
He's connected. He's connected to it. Like, why would someone running a legitimate business on a channel, like, again, supposed to be producing something of value, why would you bring up some other people talking about you in a live stream on another channel? You wouldn't, right? You wouldn't have that on your actual real channel. The same way on my channel, I would never talk about him, right? There's never going to be a video made for him on my real channel. Right. That'll never happen because my subscribers would think I'm crazy. Right. They'd say, what's wrong with you, man? Are you okay? Again, no one knows who he is, so he's not relevant.
No.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Irrelevant.
Where does he think this is going? Exactly. Like what's the great vision for the CBA?
I already told you. It should be apparent by now, don't you think?
Yeah, why did you do the program?
So let's talk it through, okay? He's got all these lawsuits coming right now, right? He's suing everybody, right? And he keeps saying things like, the GNA is going to make it in 2026 and we're going to finally, once all this stuff gets figured out, we're going to be happy and great and all that. He literally says it, right?
I've heard him.
So he thinks that through suing everybody and suing me in particular, because he thinks I'm Mr. Moneybags and I have billions of dollars to my name, that he's going to basically siphon all the money out of my pocket and then take it for himself once he sues me for $500,000, was it, for the copyright stuff? Because that's what he thinks he's owed. He literally thinks he's going to get 50 or not 50, like there's either a quarter of $500,000, something like that. Because of the copyright certificates that he bought this year or whatever, he thinks that he can sue me for copyright because he has 5 of them, right? And altogether, because of statutory damages or whatever, he thinks he's going to walk away with $500,000. And he thinks saying $750,000. Thank you. $750,000. Yeah, okay. He thinks he's going to walk away with $750,000, right? And once that's all done, and he gets an injunction put on me where I can't say anything about him, because that's how he thinks in his mind that this is going to work, and gets a $750,000 from me, which I don't even fucking have. Spoiler alert. Don't have $750,000. Then the GNA will finally be prosperous and it will be justice. He thinks he will finally do what he's meant to do. His purpose will be fulfilled. Not only is it delusional, but he's really aiming to try to destroy my life in the process, right? Think about that, right? Suing someone for $750,000, that would wipe them out. That would wipe most people out, right? Your average person. So I'd be left with nothing. Like, let's take this to like the absolute like most ridiculous limit of what's possible, right? Worst case scenario. He actually wins $750,000 from me. I would be wiped out, right? And I would owe tons of money to like the courts and him and all this. That's what he wants to happen to me. Mm-hmm. It's malicious at its core. There's nothing positive about it. There's nothing like, oh, I'm just trying to, get, what's it called? Like
reparations,
something like that. Not quite reparations, but something similar to that.
Like punitive relief.
Punitive relief.
There you go.
Yeah, some kind of, maybe collect some monetary damages, maybe like a few thousand, something like that. Something that would at least recoup him a little bit for the time that he's, supposedly lost due to me,
But here's the thing,
doing all these terrible things.
Something he can live off of for a couple of years.
So exactly, something that's not a whole lot, but he's trying to literally ruin me. Right. And he thinks it's there's no problem just saying that out loud. And he thinks that me saying that is somehow giving him more power. No, I'm highlighting to you, Elaine, what a destructive, malicious thing you're trying to do to a person. And by saying that, it gives me ammo against you in this case. Do you understand? Like, it makes your entire case in bad faith. You should not be trying to ruin someone financially as the prime motivator for bringing a case forward. It should be trying to fix the damage that was done to you. Now, what is this damage that was done? Can you quantify it? Can you, measure it in some way? And the answer is no, he cannot. There's no measurable damages. There's no, he can't say how much he's lost. He can put out a figure. I've lost close to $200,000 from. Okay, he can put out a figure, but can you show it? Can you show where you lost the money?
Anything he's lost is his own choice. That's the thing. He did it to it. This isn't like, so we talked about this. I don't want to bore your audience with anything about copyright and trademark stuff. We mentioned this, but here's the thing. So yeah, he has these like copyrights and trademarks and shit, right? First of all, whoever issued those shouldn't have issued those, because they should have said to him, okay, this seems like almost abusive. You need to be able to prove that these things, actually generate the need to be protected. You need to be able to prove there's a reason to protect these things, that, you have some kind of financial investment in these where, if someone were to take them, it's going to cost you money, right? Because these things have no value. None of these things have any value. There's nothing there. And
you would need to show how these things had some value and then were caused damage specifically by me.
You can register stuff obviously before damage is done. That's the whole point of registering it, to prevent the damage from being done. But there's still, and this is just my opinion, it does seem like these things he registered were registered in a way so that he could use them against somebody rather than protect himself from losing money.
That's literally why he did it. He literally filed them after the fact.
They're frivolous filings for things he doesn't actually need. That's just my opinion. Based on
it's not your opinion. It's a fact. That's literally what he did. He filed it after the fact. He did not think, I am going to file a copyright on this because I care about my work and I worked very hard on it, blah, blah, blah. He literally is just filed on a live stream he did just so he could sue for the reaction to it. The only time he got the copyright was once the reaction was done.
Well, I want to mention something about that too. I know apparently he's trademarked.
Before you mention anything, thank you so much to Linda for the $10. Appreciate that very much.
There are some other streams going on tonight. I think yours is the best one here, Jamie.
I agree.
Go on.
No, so the whole trademark and image thing, and remember I told you the first time I was on here, I was like, well, take a screenshot of his live stream tab. And you said, well, he's got trademarked images. And then the next time I sent you this shit with all the shit blacked out. I understand, you're covering yourself and whatnot, but I want to make a point here that if you're talking about a commercially trademarked image, like if he trademarked that fucking high school yearbook photo of himself or whatever, the whole point of trademarking an image like that is to stop somebody from commercially reselling it. So like if he were selling that image, right, if he had it behind a paywall and you were leaking the image to cost him money, that's why you would copyright something like that. He has made a choice to publicly display that image on his YouTube thumbnails, right? That's a choice he's made to do that. At that point, he forfeits the protective nature of it. Like, you can't show this because he has publicly shown it, right? And if you screenshot his YouTube thumbnails, you are re-showing what he chose to re-show. So you're not stealing his copyrighted image. And as far as the trademark goes, right, that fucking gold piece of shit he has, right, that whatever that trademark, that is not, that is the reason you trademark something like that is so that another business can't come in and impersonate you, right? Like, as an example, if you and your family go to eat at Pizza Hut, okay, and you take a photo in front of the big Pizza Hut logo and you go and repost it on Facebook, Pizza Hut can't sue you for showing their trademark, right? Unless you are starting a pizza shop and you're trying to use their logo to generate business. That's why they register the trademark. They don't register it so you can't show it. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You register a trademark because you actually want people to show it off. You just don't want someone to be able to steal it and reuse it for commercial purposes. So if somebody re-shows, right, his fucking, piece of shit star that he trademarked because they're talking about it, they're not trying to go into business under the name, of course they're allowed to re-show it and talk about it. That literally is what fair use is. So, I mean, this whole thing about I've trademarked this. Yeah, you trademarked it so no one else can copy your business, which obviously nobody wants to do because you can't show any evidence that there's legitimate fucking services or products for sale. Like, I mean, just the fact that a YouTube content creator has trademarked and copyrighted images is crazy. Like, typically the channel would have to be millions of subscribers, have something for sale, because most of this stuff is automatically protected, right? There's literally processes to report impersonation on YouTube, which is effectively trademark and copyright protection of an individual, right? Who doesn't want someone to impersonate their channel and steal their thumbnails, their images, their videos, right? So you're kind of automatically protected. You don't have to register that shit. You register
but you do have to register it in order to sue someone.
Right.
That's why he's doing it.
So yeah,
it's not just to get protection. He's trying to sue to lock people up in court cases. That's that's the nefarious thing he's doing here by filing all these copyrights.
Who's used that trademark to attempt to go into business?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody has done that. But that's not going to stop him from trying to take people to court over it.
Yeah. Well,
he thinks if I can take this person to court, I win. That's how he thinks. Yeah. If I can put them through the legal process, even if I don't have a case or if I'm wrong, flat out wrong about the law, I'll still, lock them up in a whole legal thing for years to come.
Yeah, the judge.
That's literally what he's doing. You don't have to explain to us that what he's doing is, not sound legally, but let's get down to the bottom of why he's doing it.
Well, yeah, he's doing all of it for content farming.
Yeah, and he is using it for content on his channel for sure.
So he gets content for however many years, however many months the court stuff stays in action, which the more people restream, the more people like focus on him, the more things he might bring to the court.
What's the time limit? What's the over under, would you say? How long is it going to take him tonight to start talking about this? Does he make it 15 minutes? Does he make it 20?
Immediately.
Immediately. Well, I mean, he made it 20.
Literally from the title of his stream. It'll
Is
be
it already
something
there?
like no, I don't know. It'll be something like, I know this guy so well, like the back of my hand. It'll be something like Mr. K has returned, plus more court, explanations, something like that. Like he'll be raring to go, like just hop right on it, and he'll because he's been waiting a whole like 4 to 5 days for a response, right?
Yeah, he hasn't streamed
7
in
days.
Well, he did, but he deleted it.
I didn't even talk about him on Monday, so I went basically like a whole week without really talking about this guy, right?
And it had to have killed him. It had to have really. I hope they're talking.
So that's what he's gonna do. And he's very predictable like that. And if he doesn't name it something like that to try to like subvert our expectations, like the whole Stu Mocker thing, he'll still be talking about it. He'll just change the title. Like, I can't call it that now. He'll mix it up.
We know that he wants it because he literally said
he's starving for it. He's begging for it.
Appearance, sir. I look forward to your next appearance, sir.
Yeah, so we know he's gonna stream about this. We know he's gonna rage. But here's the thing: he's also gonna act very excited because he loves the attention. He's like a little schoolgirl. When he gets attention, he likes to giggle. He's like, "You finally got attention. People finally noticed me."
He does kind of giggle. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
He does. He's like, "You finally responded, sir."
Yeah.
So does it go directly from "We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube." Right into Mr. K. I saw you were back tonight.
Okay, he'll take like his usual like 3 to 4 minutes, getting into the motion of it. Then he'll launch into it.
The 3 people in the chat.
He'll say like, some people decided to say some things today.
And I'm not going to spend too much time talking about them either. And then
and then the whole stream will be about that. Like it was, someone who talked about me last week apparently really wants my attention. Mr. K, I see you on the defendant's panel, the male defendant, okay? Defendant J. I see you on his panel, and you're saying very defamatory things about me, sir. Very, very defamatory.
Yeah, good luck with
and
that.
Harassing. Now you're harassing me, sir.
Harassing him. Yeah. Well, see, that's what I think that's what he really doesn't like. That's what's really kind of getting to him.
You don't know what you're talking about, sir. When you talk about the terms of service, you don't know what you're talking about. Then he's try to school you on the terms of service.
Well,
school you on the, the legalities of things.
Yeah. Well, he's already, copped. He's already admitted to violating the terms of service, amongst other things. But he's. Well, I would imagine the one he really dislikes is the fact that I won't do anything to be able to let him push something legally. The fact that I won't say his name, the fact that I won't, even talk about his business or use his stuff or show his pictures. That's what really gets him, is that I won't put it on my channel either. That's what he really wants.
Of course, that's what he wants. He wants your subs. He wants you to capitalize off his content so that he can complain about it later, make content about it, and sue you.
And unfortunately for him,
that's his whole scheme.
None of that's going to happen, sir. Sir, I'm way ahead of you, sir. I'm much smarter than you are, sir. I'll just be a guest on a panel, and that'll be it, sir.
You can use that star to show people how not to draw a star.
Also on that star, if you look at the bottom.
Why you said that?
Farley.
If you look at the bottom right
That's
of the
funny.
star, there's like a legitimate like imperfection on it where it looks like it wasn't cut out properly.
The whole fucking star is an imperfection, dude.
I mean, just the way the graphic designer made it, or whoever he took that from.
What graphic designer?
It was clip art.
Clip art.
Yeah, it's literally just clip art. There's no graphic designer.
Well, it wasn't turned transparent properly. Like there's a clear like defective flaw on the bottom right.
The whole fucking channel's defective.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he puts out is defective. Guys, we're $40 away from 300. Can we make it?
Nobody sent me 20. Nobody sent me $20. Come on, man.
Somebody sent you 20?
Sent me $20. No, nobody did. I should say. Sorry.
Oh, nobody.
Nobody sent me. Nobody.
Well, that's a shame, MJ.
It is
Eli
for
recording
me.
Jamie's stream right now, so then tonight he can pull out the Vaseline and spank the monkey. There you go. I think that would actually be a way better use of his time, honestly, than these court
It
cases.
would. That's true. Yeah.
At least he'd be getting some pleasure out of it, right?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to say to Mr. C, the best thing you could do for yourself is to relax a little, stop filing cases against people, get some legitimate
Never gonna happen.
instead of just walking. Start creating some legitimate content. Stop smoking. These are some things you could do, Mr. C, to really improve your life. The stress, I know you're stressed from all the stuff you've created for yourself, but
He's quite stressed.
You could really end it
of
all
stress.
yourself. You could take this all down and start being a legitimate content creator, and people would respect you more if you actually produce something. Shock us. Make a piece of content, man. Put something out there that's, just, edited nice and just a good piece of content. There's nothing. You got 2 channels and there's no like actual piece of legitimate YouTube content anywhere. Make something real, man.
He can't.
My whole channel is real.
You sir.
I'm a real man. I have real passion in everything that I say and do.
You sir, you keep wearing your mask. I'm not going to judge. I'm not judging. Oh, I want to address something too. He said, let me find it here. Something
Rachel.
along the lines of
Rachel, you could donate $40 when we get to $300. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there.
I just want to say to Mr. C here, who said, sir, you do what you do on your channel. You got 40K subs. You got 40K subs. He kept talking about that, and he said, the people on my channel aren't interested in that. Sir, do you really think you know what all of the people watching your channel are watching behind closed doors and what they're interested in? Are you really willing to speak for everyone and saying what they are or aren't interested in? Because people have a lot of secrets, sir. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think you know what everyone's watching and what they're not, speak for yourself, sir.
That's what he said?
Well, he said, my people watching this, they're not interested in your content. You got some weird shit on there, man. You do you got 40K subs. If he really thinks he knows what everyone's watching and what everyone's into, and he can read all of his, there's only like 5 people. So, I guess he doesn't have to figure everyone out. But if he really thinks he knows what everyone's watching and, what people think is normal and what isn't, he's a little bit naive there. But no, he was just trying to get at me, trying to say, you keep wearing your mask, sir. Yeah, you got a 40K sub, sir.
There was something he keeps saying. Stop me if you've heard it. He says, now, Bill and the defendant, they both live with their mothers.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that that matters. Not that there's any, it's just fine. That's cool. Why do you keep bringing it up then?
It's a passive aggressive, condescending remark, right? He does that.
But it's one thing to say it as like an insult, hey, you live with your mom, you little fucking piece of shit. Okay, we get it, right? ace diss, hypocritical, but still, you know.
Well,
good.
he is saying as an insult,
but
trying to cover it.
Then he tries to pull back, like, ain't nothing wrong with that though. That's fine. You know, you can live with your mom. You know, why are you saying it though? And then he doesn't even elaborate after that. He just says it and then moves on to another topic. Like, what was that for? So he just said it to try to
insult.
He said it to try to shame and insult me and Bill, but then he tries to act like it was innocuous. Like,
he's trying
very
to act
strange.
like he's insulting you, but then pulling it back so that people don't think he's insulting someone, that he's being. That's the same thing when he said, you keep wearing your mask, sir. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging.
Yeah, which is fine.
You're literally judging because you brought it up for no fucking reason, right? Doesn't have anything to do with anything. So he knows what he's doing. And I noticed that last night on the stream. You know, Bill, you know, he lives with his mother. Not, you know, and it's okay. I'm not judging.
Yeah, that's okay.
He said it probably 6 or 7 times. He brought it up.
Right. He thinks he's sneaky when he's not. It's like the definition of, like, you know, like the Emperor's New Groove, that cartoon movie with Kronk, when he was trying to sneak around, like trying to play like super spy, like he did his own theme music, and everyone can see him like, what the fuck is this retard doing? You know what I'm talking about? That's what it's like.
I don't know that movie, but I can, you know, we definitely know what this guy's doing, right? We see it. You know, again, Mr. You know, he is the drama king. From what I can see, you know, it is all about the. I'm the last person you want to mess with legally, sir. That's a quote I have here. I'm the plaintiff in a major case. Big changes are coming.
I don't think he's won a case yet. I think he's So
are any of these major cases? He said he's a plaintiff in a major case, and big changes are coming. And yes, this past week, he did say multiple times that, like, the next day there was going to be like a breaking news development with the.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, he said it multiple times. Like, big news is coming. You know, it's coming today.
Yeah.
See. Okay.
Yeah. There is no big news coming. He keeps saying that, but nothing ever comes. I think he's trying to, like, scare people.
He is.
Like, make them feel like something big is coming to make people. Watch this.
Guess where I am right now? In the bag.
Is that David Spade?
Victim here?
Yeah.
Watch. It gets better.
He plays Obama or something.
Oh, he's doing his own theme music? Big, dumb, and tone deaf. I am so glad I was unconscious for all of this.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, so that's Eli right there. Just a big fucking dumb retard. He's not a king, he's a cuck. That's already been clarified on the King of the Cuck show. Yeah, we learned about that some years back.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say to him? He's probably here watching.
He's always.
We've known he's here watching. Everything we said has been to.
He literally watches the whole thing, and then he's mining this for content for later. MJ loves you.
I love you,
someone
Eli.
does. At least someone does, right?
Well, because
it could be worse.
If he doesn't have this to respond to, he has to talk about invading the Filipino dating community. Like that.
Yeah.
That's where it resorts to if he doesn't have.
Or he could actually do.
I think he gave up on that already.
He could do what his channel purports to do and actually try to network with people.
Or a life coach, or I don't know,
a life
whatever.
coach, something
Give
like that,
out
personal
a
development.
halfway decent piece of advice.
Right. Well, he also says that he uses the people in the drama to make points that are giving people tips for
example purposes.
Example purposes. He loves that. I'm using you for example purposes.
Yeah.
So that people can see what not to do. This is how not to be.
Yeah. He's just, you know, such an expert at life. You know, he can teach everyone everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zero life experience.
I think,
don't even think he's
you know,
left California.
I came into one of his streams recently that was just not, surprisingly not talking about drama. It was very recently. It might have been like earlier this week or last week. I can't remember which one it was, but there was a day where he wasn't addressing anybody. Okay. And he was just giving like general advice kind of stuff that was kind of, it was more like word salad kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But literally what I heard when I first opened up the stream was like, guys, you can take a shower. You can buy nice clothes.
No, he's been saying that for years. Yeah.
Like,
that's his
how
dating
many
advice.
times do people need to hear that same advice?
That's brilliant advice. Who would have thought it?
I'm like, really? You're still
Wear a nice
saying that
shirt.
shit like it's some revolutionary advice. Listen, if they're not showering or having nice clothes, chances are they don't want to. They don't want to shower.
Those
if I told
remade-
MJ to shower, what would he tell me? Go fuck yourself, right?
No. Not showering. Fuck that
MJ,
shit.
wear a nice suit.
All right, I'll go buy one. I mean, fuck.
No, you're supposed to say
who
no.
knew? Oh, sorry. Okay, no.
Hey, I've
But
got
was I just more effective than Eli was? Did I actually convince someone?
No, yeah.
to do something?
Tomorrow I was gonna go out and buy one, but
oh, okay, nice.
Hey, I've got a quote here from that stream from last Friday. This was a good one. So again, you know, he spent so much time threatening me and trying to threaten
those
me.
reborn babies were creepy as fuck.
Yeah, the reborn people.
That was
they were
creepy
weird.
as fuck, man.
That was a weird community. I
did
forget
not
about
like
them.
that at all, man. I was like, nope.
Do you remember when there was like an Eli of that community? Like some woman
Was
everyone
there?
hated. Yeah, there was a woman that everyone hated, and luck would have it, she was making friends with Eli. I don't know where that. I think it was Raleigh that turned her from Eli's channel.
Okay.
It could have been someone else. I remember vaguely. I remember when she used to come around. And I think that there was another Jenny, not you, Jenny, in the chat, but there was another Jenny that came around from there. I forgot. I think it was like Jenny's Opinion or something like that.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think she came from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Really weird. Anyway, you were saying
really weird chick. Yeah.
So I have a quote, and yeah, you know, he spent the whole stream basically that one where he spent the 36 minutes last Friday where he was a lot of times trying to bully me, intimidate me. You know, you haven't crossed the line yet, sir, but it'll be real easy to do it. You know, he kept doing this. Then he said this. He said, "Oh shit, where's the bumpy ride?" Okay, you start something with me, sir, and it's going to be a hell of a long ride, and you're not going to be the one driving. You've got 40K subs, and I don't care what women you have on your channel. Okay, so remember, I made the comment about how I had a co-host that was much more attractive than his co-host.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't respond to that in the first stream that he mentioned me in. He waited 2 days, so that stuck with him. That stuck. He was sitting on it for a couple days. But he said, you know, I just want to say, you know, sir, you and I are on equal playing terms in this, you know. For you to sit there and say that somehow you have some kind of advantage on me and you're a potential plaintiff and I'm not a potential plaintiff, that I'm some kind of default defendant because I'm talking about you. Well, you're talking about me too, sir. You're talking about me too. So you better watch what you say about me too, sir. You know, you're also potential fair game for defamation if you're going to try and sit there and talk about me for 36 of 56 minutes, sir. So just remember that.
Yeah.
So Chrissy, I found who that woman was. Her name was Jenny's Cuddles and Kisses. Remember her?
Oh yeah.
She calls herself Jenny's Chaos and Crime now. She actually came around recently.
Yeah. That's the
Just
same
to leave
person. Okay.
A comment that was vaguely trolly. I don't
Mean
know if she
comment.
was trying to.
Okay.
She could have been trolling, or she could have just been like playfully teasing. It's hard to tell the difference between those.
Sometimes it is, yeah.
Yeah, that was her name. I actually have a whole treasure trove of information in my emails from my previous channel. Because YouTube used to send me notifications when people would leave comments, and I have them literally saved in my emails. The comments and the previous channel names they used to have. Do they even do that anymore? Do they even email? Do they email you comments people make anymore?
I turned all that shit off.
You might be able to control that in your notifications, maybe.
Yeah, I turned all that
Hey,
shit
Mr.
off.
Sardine.
I don't get any notifications.
His fake laugh fits are so ridiculous and annoying. He's pretending to laugh, but everybody can tell it's fake. Yes, it's very fake. It's performative. It's performance bravado. It's him putting on a show. Everything that he accuses, he does.
Projection.
Yeah, 100%.
Literally
100%.
every single fucking thing he accuses me of, he does.
Yeah.
The performance bravado, the projection, all of it, all that stuff, the narratives,
All the fake
the defamation for dollar. I mean,
he just doesn't get any dollars. That's all.
He doesn't make any dollars. That's the only problem he has.
Me.
He would love to
$20.
defame people as long as he made money from it, but he doesn't make any money.
Not making any money doing it.
You didn't want to take any time and go over the parallels between him and a certain president, did you? Because I know that would certainly be something that would certainly trigger him.
I will tell you this, okay? I will tell you this. If we get $40,
would you just give him the $40 already? Fuck, man.
2 minutes, we'll go over it. If I'm going to end the stream here.
Well, it's good content for down the road.
Way to go, man. Way to go, people. Now look what you've done. Now look at what you have done.
Well,
yeah, basically what I would...
I'm a live streamer. People donate. I get money. I keep the money. I spend the money. Where was I going with
You
this?
come back and you make more money.
You like money.
I come back and I make more money.
That's where you come in.
That's the
that's where you come in.
I like money.
Dude, I love that fucking quote.
I have it
from The Wedding Singer.
Yeah, that was a good inclusion into your videos when you started putting that in there.
Yeah, thanks. That was back when I used to get views. My views have completely dropped off on
not like it used to be. That's for
sure. Dude, I could show you. I used to have 175,000 hours of watch time every year. Now I have like a fraction of that.
Now I only have 90,000.
It all started with the fucking TikTok and the shorts. And ever since that started, it was a slow descent. And it's not, I think it's for
universal. And the madness.
Everyone. Yeah, I don't think it was specifically targeted towards anyone. I think it's kind of the whole platform. Everyone's views and, promotion shit took a huge hit.
Yeah, they just like to get rid of the rabble every once in a while.
Well, I just meant the way they're recommending videos.
Yeah, they literally cut me off from the recommendeds and like the browse and like the suggested, recommended, and the browse. That they literally cut me off at the knees. Without those, the videos just don't get views. Like people could like search your video, but even that I felt like it was cutting off the search. And I was certain people are searching for these videos. But if YouTube is literally not showing me in search results, then how can I get the views if YouTube won't promote me?
I already have. Yeah.
The guy who says that I'm the stalker, I'm the harasser, we never leave them alone, is restreaming me. Yeah.
And and who exactly is he stealing from the audience? Probably nobody.
Nobody.
Well, that is Mr.
Yes.
Steve's.
Does anyone who chats here put a 1 in the chat if you're gonna go join ODN's stream against me? Put a 2 if you're just gonna stay here. I mean, see, here's the deal, right? Eli cries when he gets restreamed. He thinks it's the biggest tragedy in the world. People are stealing from him. They're harassing him. They're causing him emotional distress. Over here, we know we actually have real support, real people that support what we're doing here. And so people are going to stay here. They're not going to go join you. And I'll tell you this, the day that ever happens, where all my supporters leave my channel to go support that piece of shit in his chat, is the day I fucking leave.
I want to point,
because there would be no point to even being here if that's the kind of bullshit that goes on here. Right?
So
I at least have stop fucking interrupting me, piece of fucking dog shit. Man, dude.
Speak
One
your
of the,
piece.
I hate when getting interrupted. Listen.
He really does.
I hate being interrupted. So fucking bad. I at least have a little bit of faith in the people who support me. That they won't just abandon shit, right? And people will stay. And that is something I feel like I can appreciate and count on. Right? Again, people are free to go where they want to go. No, it's not MJ. MJ is not the problem, Jenny. It's Stu here.
I thought
Stu,
you were done.
Dude, I take like a second to like kind of reflect on what I just said and then speak more. You got to give me the room, the
Why are
breadth
you harassing
to do that.
Jenny? Stop harassing me.
Jenny, why are you harassing MJ? Stu, why are you harassing me? I'm in emotional distress.
You should sue me over it.
I'm gonna sue you.
I'm feeling some kind of way about it.
Right after you say what you were gonna say before. Go on.
He made multiple contradictory statements. Okay.
He's prone to do that.
He said in one breath, I don't know which stream it was in, he said that if all of the people he said, okay, so he said he hoped. Remember what we said? We said that the drama that he's stirring up, that he's really just looking for people who dislike him to watch. That's really his target audience are people who dislike him, right? He said that if those people were to stop watching him, it would actually be a boon for him, because if all the people left, then YouTube would change its algorithm and start promoting him to the proper audience, and his watch time would triple or quadruple, right? So he actually said that he doesn't want the people in his stream. But then he says, Bill, I'm suing you because you're taking these people who dislike me away from my stream. It's hurting the algorithm. So on one hand, losing the people who hate him is hurting him from getting views, but he says he doesn't want the people like us in there, because then he'll catch a whole new audience and expand to a 100,000 plus subscriber channel and be this big YouTube success if we left him alone. So which is it? Would you in the camera? I'm looking. I know you're looking at me right now. You're looking at Stu. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Which is it? Do you want us to stop being in your stream, or do you want us to come to the stream? Which one's going to help you more?
I'll tell you what he wants. You ready for it? He wants to make all of the drama content on all of us, and he wants all of his haters to come watch him at his channel. That's what he wants.
But he said that if we stopped watching him, if we all left, he would explode. his channel would explode in the algorithm, get promoted to a whole new audience. There's a whole new audience out there that he can't reach because we're stymieing him. We're preventing him from getting out there, but he still wants us there.
No, this is what he thinks is going to happen. If all the restreamers just died, or they just disappeared, or they just stopped restreaming, they don't have to die. If that just happened and everyone just watched him on his channel, he thinks he can basically have his cake and eat it too. He can respond to everyone, do the drama marketing thing, and somehow reach a new audience in the process.
Can I make a point?
Just by doing that. Literally, he wants rewards for doing nothing different. It's like it's not even different to like a spoiled little brat child that won't work for their food. And, you know, their parents like, oh, you have to go get a job. And he's like, no, I don't feel like it. And they just eat cheese doodles on the fucking couch watching Nickelodeon Guts, you know, in the 90s. That's basically what I'm not speaking from experience or anything, but that's basically what he wants. He wants to just do whatever the fuck he wants to do, right? And get all the people coming to his channel over it. And he doesn't feel like he has to get a new audience or hook them in any way or feel like he's actually giving them content they want to watch. He's not thinking about anyone else other than himself and what he wants. He doesn't care about if the content actually appeals to anyone outside of this community. He just wants instant rewards for it. That's what he wants.
So
thank you very much to Farley for the $20. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much to Dusty's Girl, who I don't see in the chat, but thank you so much. I see you donated. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. Let me play a little clip for both of you guys. Let's see here. I'll play this one.
Go right ahead. While you're at it, Mr. Jamie, why don't you just restream me instead of Bill? Because we're in active litigation. Why don't you restream me instead of Bill?
You like that one? Hey, Dusty's Girl.
So as far as what I said before, I just want to point out that I was being a smartass with him saying that, you know, if we didn't show up, his growth would explode. I realize he's saying that, but I don't believe he actually believes that. I don't think he actually thinks that if this group from the drama community didn't end up in his stream, that somehow his channel would explode. He's saying that, right? Because he's trying to offset why he's not having success. We're basically all his scapegoat, right? He can say,
yeah, we
say,
are the lack of success scapegoats.
Exactly. I would be a 1 million subscriber channel, but all these people are here. They're stymieing me. But don't you restream me because I need those people here. He wants it. He wants it both ways. He wants us. He claims he wants it both ways, but he doesn't. He wants everyone there because, like you said, like we both just said, he's the drama king. He wants to be the drama king, but he's not having legitimate success, and he needs to complain about it. So he complains about us wrecking his algorithm and not being promoted to like self-help guru fans or whatever, right? Which is bullshit. Yeah. And he knows it's bullshit. If he claims to be the all-knowing expert, sir, nobody knows YouTube as well as me. Nobody knows the policies as well as me. As he lists them off improperly, violates them, downloads people's videos, as he's in violation of terms of service and doesn't know the difference between inauthentic and reused content, amongst other things, as he gets everything wrong, he claims he knows so much, but he knows that's bullshit. He knows that if all these people left him, he would literally have nothing and he would never get promoted. His channel would never grow. It's not growing anyway, but at least now there's people in there to troll him or for him to talk to. At least with us making stream, he's not completely out of ammo for content, right? He gets to yap tonight. I did him a great service. MJ did him a great
service. You did him a wonderful service. Now he's going to go on and on and on and on.
Again,
he can't help him. He literally can't help himself. He has zero emotional self-control, just like he accuses me of and other people. That is actually true for him. He can't control himself. Eli, prove me wrong and don't talk about this tonight at all. None of this shit.
It's gonna maximum of 20 minutes.
How much y'all want to bet? Like, you want to bet right now? Everyone in the chat and on panel, how much you want to toss into the pot that he will talk about this tonight?
Well, that's 100%. But how long does it take him to break down and get into?
I'll put $100 on it. I'll put $100 fucking dollars on it that he will talk about this tonight. Anyone want to take that bet?
Well, you know, if he thinks someone's going to bet you with that and you might lose, he might not. That's the only thing that might stop him, is if he thinks he can cost you money.
It's not going to stop him.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Because he doesn't even, he thinks all this is fake anyway. So he'll think I already set up the bet in some way or stacked the odds or something.
That's true. I think it's much more appropriate to place a time limit bet on it, because we know
Wendy bets 40.
We
40
know
against or 40 like which way, Wendy? The more a content creator yaps nonsense, the more sock account trolls. Yeah. Wendy's getting tired. He's getting sleepy.
I am kind of getting tired, man.
I think the better question is how long.
It's from Stu. He's so fucking boring, right?
It's not helping.
You're not exciting him. You're not giving him the end baby action he's looking for, dude.
I'm sorry. It's not bad.
If it was just me, MJ, I would give you all the end baby satisfaction. But
and I would
Stu
appreciate
here.
that.
It's like
Eli.
a fucking third wheel situation.
I get it. I get it, but it's kind of like, okay, I've been here before a million times.
Who's Chrissy talking about? Is she talking about me?
She's talking about you. She likes you. She's the only one.
Well, there are other people. There seems to be some people here that like me that aren't here tonight. What's her name?
That's because they liked you that one time.
No, they're not in the
you
chat.
Keep coming back. Now they're like, all right, we had enough.
I just get super bored with the Eli stuff after a while.
It does get a little boring, especially because we've been in it for years. You have to understand. So a lot of the stuff you say, it's like, yeah, we already know that.
I'm gonna get bored in a few. I'll be bored in a few weeks.
And I'm not trying to be a dick. It just comes natural, you know.
Yeah.
So when I kind of snap at you, like, yeah, we already fucking know that. It's like we've been around this stuff for 7 or so years. You know what I mean? We kind of know.
I understand.
So a promise is a promise. The Trump stuff, okay? You want to get to that and compare Eli to Trump, because that's
okay. All right.
I did say once we meet our goal.
You met the goal?
We would do that. I met the goal. I got 322, which is great.
Well, you should absolutely
guys.
play. You should absolutely play one of those AI clips with Trump talking about him. I don't know if you have those loaded.
No, that's been played before as well. No one wants to hear that.
That's got to.
Let's just get to it, okay? So he's heard it before. He already knows that stuff. He talked about it for like a whole months last year. He already knows about it. So anyway, here's the thing. Eli hates Trump, right? Everyone kind of knows this. He's gone on about Trump for years now. But would it surprise you guys that he has way more in common with Trump than you might otherwise assume?
For me, like, I noticed it right away. Like, and before I even realized that he hated him, like, I noticed that they're the two most like thin-skinned, Sue happy, just pussies.
Egotistical, narcissistic,
megalomaniac.
And I think one of the reasons he may dislike him, it's almost like a
it's like looking in a mirror, like that.
Yes.
You don't like your own reflection, kind of deal.
And he feels that, like, essentially,
I hate getting interrupted, but it's okay for me to interrupt you. So he's got a lot of self-loathing. I don't think he'll ever admit this, but Eli, he hates himself. I think that's why he likes to be like, I'm a happy person. I love myself and all that shit, because he does hate himself deep down. He never really come to peace with who he is and all this stuff, and so he hates himself. And when he sees the same traits in Trump, he hates those because of himself.
Well, I think it's a little more than that. I think that there's a lot of envy between the two. So here's the thing. This is what I will say. If Trump was not born into a trust fund, if there wasn't daddy's real estate business,
or coffee,
if he wasn't able to gain a whole bunch of wealth after he lost everything from going on reality TV, right? If Trump didn't have the money and the privilege, there's a very good chance that he would literally be this man.
Yes.
Like this
and can you imagine like
It's not
Eli
out of the
with
question.
can you imagine Eli with like the wealth of Trump?
He could literally be president. Like they could
Just
be
imagine
reversed.
that.
If this man had all the
Disaster for
privileges,
everyone.
So you're saying that Eli is basically that song from Fiddler on the Roof? If I were a rich man.
And I think that's a lot of the hatred for Trump is he is jealous that
Oh, he's
Trump had the
envious.
trust fund, right?
By the way, Eli, before you say it, this guy Stu here hates Trump. So he's not paying Trump a compliment by saying you're envious of Trump. He is just saying the facts. You are jealous of Trump.
Yeah, I'm not very politically active these days. I don't follow it very much. I mean, I could not.
Sorry, I doxed your dislike of Trump.
Well, it's just a general person dislike, just because I'm for the same reasons we dislike this clown, right?
Yeah.
They're the reasons why this clown annoys me is the same reason Trump annoys me. They are essentially one and the same.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think Trump is entertaining. I agree with some of his policies, but also he's very shitty in other ways.
Entertaining. I think this guy's entertaining too.
Oh yeah, they're very entertaining in this kind of unintentional way.
It's a train wreck kind of way. You can't help but look at it.
Yeah. And so
exactly.
if Eli didn't have like all the anxiety hangups and stuff and wasn't so autistic, I could see him being like a Trumpian figure where he might actually, attain money and status, right? See, Trump the key difference between Trump and Eli is that Trump believes his own bullshit. He really thinks he's like better than everyone else and he's amazing. Whereas Eli secretly knows he's inferior, which is why he sinks himself into responding to all the little trolls and stuff. And he doesn't have like any professional acumen. There's no like higher business he's trying to attain. And therefore it's literally he sinks himself to this level because this was what he thinks he deserves.
Yeah. Trigger hay.
I mean, yeah.
Trail.
Yeah.
He would have trail. What he would do is he would buy his own trail and use taxpayer
force everyone off.
Use taxpayer money to pay for the Secret Service to guard the trail. Right.
Right. No one's allowed here, especially not spoiled entitled millennials. They're gonna do like an ID check at the trail entrance.
Oh man.
Yeah, he flip-flops like Trump. They're both spoiled brats. They both got everything handed to them because of their father. I mean, let's just be real about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what has this guy been handed exactly? What's his
future real estate empire?
Trump or this guy? This clown?
No, Eli.
A real estate empire?
A future. His parents invested in a lot of homes and whatnot around San Francisco, and they still hold the properties.
That's provided that the brother doesn't inherit all that
which he will.
So you're saying they're both real estate trust fund babies?
I mean, in a way, yeah.
They have even
Eli's
more.
a smaller version.
They align even more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Eli's just the junior loser version of Trump. Like the midget version.
Oh boy.
So yeah, he hates Trump because that's what he is. He's a little tyrant, a little dictator, just like him.
A little dictator, man. Yeah. Fucking tyrant.
And he doesn't, and Eli doesn't have the self-awareness within himself to be able to spot, how you can have similar traits as someone and thus be kind of self-loathing, like you hate that person because they share similar traits to you. That's a real thing. Like sometimes you'll see someone and if you're very insecure with yourself, you see your same traits in other people and you hate them because you haven't come to peace with your own personality.
This is textbook of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
And a lot of narcissists, they're very they are insecure, right? And they go, and the ironic thing about Eli is since he projects this onto everyone else, he says everyone else is insecure. He says, I'm insecure. He says, MJ's insecure, Bill, Tammy, whoever, right? Anyone who's going at him is insecure of themselves, right?
You know that Trump attempted to sue Bill Maher because Bill Maher insinuated on air that Trump's father could be an orange-haired orangutan.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Again, he sued him. He jumped to sue him for it, and I guess the courts laughed at him. The litigiousness is also a huge similar.
Yeah, the suing over ridiculous stuff that like just bruises his feelings. It's not actually illegal. It just hurts his fees. Thank you, Dusty. Yeah, listen, I have kind of a tenuous support of Trump. It's kind of like, you know, some things I support, some things I don't support. I've always kind of been like that with the dude. I think he's funny. I think he's entertaining.
He's definitely funny.
Yeah, I don't hate him or anything. I think he makes some dumb decisions sometimes, but that's just also just who he is, you know? Like he'll make like these huge fucking posts on his fucking social, what's it called? That social media site that he owns or runs.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah,
that's what he does. And he treats it like, you know, Truth Social. That's it. Thank you. Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo's big on Truth Social.
Is he really? Oh, that's
Kevin
funny.
Sorbo's a real magnet.
The old Hercules. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, I give it 15 minutes max before he melts down tonight.
You mean into the stream?
Yeah, into his stream.
I think that's what it means.
Started yet?
No.
No.
Is it possible?
He'll probably start like
10-ish my time.
Yeah, like
I forgot about
either a half hour or an hour from now. He'll probably start.
Yeah,
probably.
And you know something you should do. Something because in his stream he was bragging about how West Coast is the best place to stream. We get the last word. You should stream after him. To deny him the last word. That would be better.
I could certainly do that.
I don't think it's worth staying up that late.
Yeah. I figured there was a reason why you did it because that would be a great way to stick it.
I got better shit to do with my time.
Yeah,
I just want to get offline and you know hang out and shit. If I ever see a midget walk with Eli in his stream, I'll call him the pounder of little ladies. What? We needed a wealthy businessman and weed out all the fraud. Sure.
See, that was my general problem with him is that he's not actually an accomplished business person and he's contributed the fraud. He was convicted of fraud.
Right.
I mean, but that's and and that whole thing. I mean, hell, if you wanted to equate the blind spots and looking at that, I mean, that would be very very comparable to believing Stu is alive.
Right.
If you want to believe it, you believe it. Doesn't matter what the evidence is. You don't really look.
Mm-hmm.
That's why politics was a good venue for him, because people don't. Typically, you have your side and you stick to it no matter what. You don't really care to debunk your own views. So, you got a 50% chance.
Right. Well, I made good on my promise. We talked about the Trump Eli thing a little bit. Any closing thoughts for you guys?
A list of quotes. Go ahead.
Stay in
Andrew.
school.
Don't be like me, kids. Stay in school.
Really, yeah, don't. Although I do have a master's degree, but look what it did for me.
A master's degree in what? Jerking off?
Jerking it.
He's a masturbator, is what he
I am. I'm a master. Yeah, that's true.
Few funny quotes to laugh off the stream here.
Funny quotes to laugh you off the stream. You mean like clips?
No, just stuff I wrote down from him.
Okay.
Yeah. You caught yourself. Yeah, I was watching that live. I have a right to do that. I'm proud of you, sir. I'm proud of you. I don't want to be rude to you. I don't want to be rude to anyone. I had my say. I said my piece. You wanted my attention. Now that's it. And then after he said that's it, he talked about me for 10 more fucking minutes. That was all towards the end. So, yeah, he doesn't want to be mean to anybody. He doesn't want to be rude to anybody. We'll see. We'll see what happens tonight.
No disrespect.
No disrespect, Mr. K.
Mr. K, I heard
I'm coming for your 40K subscribers.
Mr. K,
buddy.
Mr. K, I heard you almost say my name. I heard you almost said my name, Mr. K.
You almost said my name.
You were half a syllable away from finishing my first name, Mr.
If you
K.
say my name, out comes a lawsuit from my pooper.
If you finish by saying my first name ever, we'll be in court, sir, and I'll be the one driving. You won't like the ride, sir.
Who says that? He's a 40-year-old man.
Who says those things?
What kind of man said that? Okay. Hey, Daria.
He's a smoker, huh? That's the closing statement.
Exactly, Dusty. See, this guy's trying to fucking steal my fucking cheese whiz over here. This fucking guy's trying to steal. He's trying to steal my Riz.
Yeah.
And he ain't got the Riz like me.
Fucking...
Hey,
It's the Riz that feeds the jizz. You understand?
We'll let Mr. C decide who he loves more, Jamie. Who he needs more in his life right now.
Mr. C.
What does C stand for? Is it coach? Is it cuck?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me because
no one knows.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yes, Daria, he does. Unfortunately, it's sexual harassment, is what it is.
It's becoming such.
No is no. No means no. Elias.
No means no, Eli. Even when it's gay guys, okay.
Even when it's gay guys. MJ would know.
I would.
So would Stu.
Okay, y'all. Thanks for coming out. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.